Hey, what's up? It's 2Base. Today's video, we're gonna take a look back on the Mixels series. This video was requested by Deviant on Twitter. So let's get to it. Roll the intro.
Let's mix! Nice mix, right?
Mixels aired on Cartoon Network in 2014. The show itself was created and directed by John Fang and David P. Smith. The executives thought it was a good idea for these two to work on the show together since they wanted something that combined both comedy with some action thrown in it. And since John Fang used to work on action-based shows like the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ben 10, and David P. Smith wrote for shows like Dexter Laboratory and Secret Mountain 4 Awesome, they thought these two would be perfect for this task. How this series came to be is that the executives went to visit the LEGO concept lab in Billund, Denmark. There they were introduced to different toy lines that were still in the early development stages. They discovered a toy project that caught their eye, but the toy line wasn't called Mixels. The early concept name for the Mixels was called Hungry Monsters. They looked more organic than the final product that we got. How Mixels got their names that one day executives asked what could these monsters do. The concept lab employee explained that you can break them down and mix them with other characters. Just from hearing that explanation, one day executives blurted out, "Mixels?" The show became a collaboration project between Cartoon Network Studios and the LEGO Group, meaning that the LEGO Group would handle all the toy merchandise and Cartoon Network would handle the rest like creating the show and the app games. How the character designs were made, the LEGO Group would build a block version of that design, and Cartoon Network Studios would make a 2D version of that design. Season 1 was made using Toon Boom animation software, but later on they would switch to digital animation in Season 2. The episodes are made like shorts, with the length of a regular episode being around 1 to 2 minutes long, with the exceptions of a couple of TV specials. Like I mentioned earlier, Mixels had a couple of app games on Cartoon Network. They were called Calling All Mixels and Missile Rush, but they're no longer available on the Google Play Store. Since there were so many different versions of the same characters in different forms, like the LEGO version, the app version, and the TV version, the creative team had to work closely with each other to make sure they were all on the same page with the designs. In the show, Mixels combine with each other by using the item called the qubits. The combinations fall into 3 categories. The first category is called a mix. This is when 2 Mixels combine together. The second category is called a match. This is when 3 Mixels combine together. The third category is called a merp. This is when the combination turns out wrong. Just think of the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of like that. Well, to me it is. Mixels live in different tribes from one another. For example, Volt lives with the Infernites in the Magma Wasteland, and Tesla from the Electroids live high up in the mountains. This show ran for 2 years with a total of 2 seasons. Around that time, Mixels built like a niche following, which spawned a fan art like original characters, some shipping, and female Mixels. When researching this video, I tried to go on the official Mixels website, but unfortunately the site no longer works.
Introducing Mixels, colorful creatures that live in tribes of 3. Each Mixel is unique, but they can combine to do much more. Let's get Mixel! Some mixes are good, other mixes aren't so good. And when 3 Mixels join forces, it's a max. Meet the Mixels at Mixels.com.
In 2016, the entire Mixels series came to an end. There are a couple of reasons why Mixels ended. Reason 1 is because most LEGO sets only last a couple of years, like the Blacktron theme set or the Heroes Factory set. Then you have special cases like LEGO Star Wars and Ninjago that are still going on to this very day. Which brings up my next reason. Mixels being overshadowed by other LEGO series that were going on at that time. Ninjago was in his 3rd season and new LEGO sets were coming out, and the Legend of Chima was wrapping up his final season. Cartoon Network and the LEGO Studios decided to cancel the Mixels series, but the episodes can still be found on demand, Boomerang, or even here on YouTube. Some time has passed since Mixels has been cancelled. Right now, one of the Mixels show creator, John Fang, is an executive producer for the 2016 Ben 10 series. As for David P. Smith, he develops and storyboards for the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Right now, it doesn't seem like the Mixels will return anytime soon, but there's still a tiny bit of hope. There is a petition to Cartoon Network to continue the series. This time with Series 10, so if you're a fan of Mixels and want to sign a petition, I'll put it in the description down below. Okay, so that's it for this video. I want to thank Deviant for helping me with some of the research for this video. My next video is probably going to be OKK related, so stay tuned for that. So until next time, see you.